The image of the city is of a financial centre. You wouldn't expect people to struggle to access finance. In the UK right now, 1.5 million people don't have a bank account. There are 4.5 million people borrowing from a guy who comes to your house. There are 2.5 million people borrowing from a payday lender charging 2,000 or 3,000%. And there are about 250,000 people borrowing from a guy who it doesn't really matter what they charge you, they'll just break your legs if you don't make a repayment.
MetLife Foundation's mission is to advance financial inclusion worldwide. We are about providing a range of financial services to help people build better, more secure lives. As I looked at the more developed markets, such as the UK, one organization kept being mentioned. It was Fair Finance.
We have 4 products that we offer to people. We give them access to banking, we give them access to personal finance to get out of high-cost doorstep and payday lending. We give them access to business finance to build enterprises, to create jobs, and for anyone we don't make a loan to, we can give access to advice.
So we had a period where some projects had run late and we were waiting for payment. Fair Finance was a great way of us filling that gap on a short-term basis and allowing us to continue to pay our staff.
I did make a lot of mistakes. From bathroom shop, I've had to change it to a DIY store. My bank knocked me. They didn't agree, but Fair Finance did. The loan has helped. Otherwise, I'd be still stuck in that corner, just struggling to get the few things that I need to make the next sales happen.
I was in rent arrears and it was a bit of a worry because obviously money was tight. For instance, my washing machine packed up and I was hand washing and it was a nightmare because I've got Raynaud's, which is bad circulation. With Fair Finance, you go along, they sit down and talk to you in a relaxed atmosphere and they will ring direct to the people, like with gas, electric or the rent or the courts, and explain to them, you know, this person is in this situation.
75% of them, when we see them, are taking a high-cost loan, which is you could argue is an evidence of bad behaviour. Within a year, that same group, it's 1 in 10. Education on its own is pointless. People know that they shouldn't borrow expensive credit. They know that. They just may not have the choice.
Fair Finance's human approach to lending definitely fills a need in the finance sector.
It definitely is a help, still a help. And that's why we're growing even more.
You know, they was there to help, and I think a lot of people don't know that there's help out there, really.
They really had pretty aggressive plans for growing their reach across London and even a bit beyond. But in order to do that, they needed to look at some of their internal function. So that is really what our funding is doing. I'm really excited to see 1 year down the line or 2 years down the line what they will have accomplished, because I know it's going to be phenomenal.